First, establish the friendship. Then, grant only the story capabilities the contributor needs. This is your story. You have invited another writer to work on it with you. Their edits never touch your story directly, they land on a copy, and you decide what comes in. Before sharing a story, find the person you want to work with and add them as a friend. Search by their name or full email address, then choose Add Friend. The request is now pending. It grants no story access until the other person accepts it. On the other side, the person sees the incoming request and chooses whether to accept it. Once accepted, the friendship is established. Friendship still grants access to nothing by itself. Now that you are friends, grant exactly the story rights the contributor needs. Friendship alone is not access. The contributor works on a private copy. When the owner has not changed the story, the contribution can merge cleanly. Now let's see the same story from the contributor's side. Their work starts on a private copy. Back to the owner view. The contribution is ready to review. Here is what they changed section by section. Your story has not moved since they started, so there is nothing to reconcile, you can simply merge. If the owner edits while the contributor is working, the contributor must update before the merge can continue. Now you have edited your own story while they were working. Merge is held back, and it tells you why rather than failing after you press it. Update brings your changes into their copy first. Their copy now contains your latest work. Update disappears because there is nothing left to bring in. Merged, your edit and theirs are both in the story. Neither overwrote the other. Finally, both sides change the same section. The review screen shows both versions so the owner can resolve the conflict deliberately. The contributor makes a focused rewrite on their copy. Switching back to the owner reveals the two-sided change. The contribution roster knows your story moved on. Update checks whether the two copies can be reconciled before merge is offered. This time you deleted a passage that they rewrote. That is flagged as a conflict, and merging is held until you settle it. Nothing has changed yet. The choice sits right above the two versions, so you are deciding with the writing in front of you rather than guessing from a section name. Choose the contributor version. Then Update applies that decision to your story. Update applies the choice, clears the conflict, and leaves the contribution ready to merge. The resolved contribution is now part of the story. The merged writing is visible here before we try one final automatic reconciliation. The contributor resolves the shared deletion case on their copy. Back to the owner for the final review. One last contributor edit demonstrates an automatic reconciliation. The owner reviews the reconciled result. One more. You both deleted the same line and they wrote something new as well. That is not a disagreement. Their copy already contains your deletion. So it is marked auto-merged and you are not asked to choose. It still tells you it happened. That is the whole loop. They write on a copy, you review it, bring your own work in, and settle anything you disagree about with both versions in front of you.